You know, I won't lie. Maybe this situation is getting a little bit messy, but I have hope that we might be able to still work this out somehow, even if it involves perhaps delving into realms that we weren't exactly planning on, like apparently slapping intergalactic adverts everywhere. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to keep your science facility from completely going under very, very, very toxic waters. Holy cow. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Remember how I was just saying sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do? I think we gotta do something that is that's a little bit more proactive than whatever we're currently working on. So welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to where we are drowning in debt and science, and hopefully about to turn things around if we take some very, very, very drastic actions. Like an action I was thinking about for some time now, going ahead and perhaps condensing our facilities. I can only imagine how much it cost to, actually have this entire place covered by air conditioning after all. And maybe if we condense the facilities a little, we might be able to make this work somehow. All right, bear with me. Oh my gosh, we had $23 for just a second. Bear with me about that. But what if we go ahead and I think we're going to say goodbye to basically this entire building. Yeah, I think that's just what we're gonna have to do. I think we might need to move some of our ancient inventions over. We are kind of trying to work on our robots at the moment, but since they're sort of an extra, let's see, we also have the Morsel Man machine. Maybe we'll go ahead and we'll let that just maybe stay outside as a little snack for people. Okay, you can't put it outside, that's fine. And then we'll move our ticket booth over to here because we can't put it outside apparently, which is a little bit of a pity. Okay, now we have no ticket booth. That's not what I planned on doing. Not what I planned on doing at all. Okay, yep, we okay. All right, so maybe I made things worse before I made them better. But hang in there. All right, here, we have a ticket booth in here. Maybe we can, okay, we're gonna have to increase the prices. We're gonna have to actually charge for these tickets, even though I don't know if that's gonna help. I forgot we made it free. I don't think that we can afford free 99 anymore because it's not working. And we're gonna sell this entire building. There's a little bit in uncollected donations. It is our gift shop. It is our cafeteria. Yeah, we did it. We did it so we can try to climb out of the hole that we have managed to get ourselves in, because it's a pretty deep hole, friends, and I don't know if we have any more of the drills prepared in our workshop, okay? But hello everyone, and welcome back to the Eureka Science Center, where hopefully we are very soon going to be able to go into the depths and dig out some new things for our robots, as well as go into space to dig out some new things to possibly turn on some of the galactic bulbs and other things we've got. What other pieces could we bring? There's also the Table of Cosmos. Oh, I think that actually is the light we need if we were going to, let's see, we need a space expert with survival skills. We currently have Timeline Tracker, Sunshine, Astra. You know what? We're gonna need more space experts if we're going to start mixing our space science with some of our other scientific work. So let's actually put in our advert for a space expert. And then we are going to try to condense a few more things just to see if we can make this happen. So let's see. Let's sell a couple, or at least one of those info stands. We probably could put a little bit more funding, if not into robo janitors. Let's see, robo charger, beautification beam level 2 can now be made. Let's craft the next beautification beam, and then we could open up this galactic bulb if we manage to get the science center up and going. I think we might connect these two hallways and maybe move our helicopter over a little bit. It's still way too close for my comfort personally, but if we can connect these two hallways before we add too much more to our museum, That might help us out, and we can expand the microbiology Dearbone labs, named after our lost microbiologist Dearbones, who unfortunately did not survive some of our previous expeditions. All right, how's our staff going? A greedy person who's nimble. I have no money. Now is not the time to try to get hired here if you wish for money. Trust me. While we can send out an expedition, let's go ahead and have Timeline Tracker Sunshine Astra head out and possibly find another one of the galactic batteries that we could use, because there is the time portal, and I'm really curious about what we could do with our time portal. But I think getting our finances in order is probably going to be the best. Yes! It begins! Oh, we definitely need more of a powerful, like, water filter here. Okay, let's upgrade this water filter and get a secondary one put in place. And let's also upgrade the sea monsters' food that they've got. Oh my gosh, how are we losing so much money all the time? But the good news is we at least happen to have one sea monster ready to be released back out into the open oceans. And it looks like our donations are doing fantastic over in our outdoor exhibit area too. So people like time portals, noted. Let's move this pristine Piccalilli exhibit over a little bit, so we have more room for time portal-y goodness. And then let's also move the Bungle booster box over. We have to have it for like having a little bit of the sponsorship deal at the moment, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. And this is just so messy. Oh my word. I cannot wait for us to be able to kind of tidy this thing up. Let's sell the beautification machine level 1, put in beautification machine at level 2, check on, okay, we have a little bit of some asteroid damage. Possibly not a good thing. But we have another celestial cell! Woo! And it does increase guest amusement. Do I need another? I don't need another circle one at this exact moment, so I might put it inside that building. There we go. And then let's call a janitor to fix this helicopter. We are gonna make this work, friends. This definitely still looks like bad kinds of chaos, but we're gonna make this work. We're gonna have a nice area for robotics. We're gonna have a nice area for space science. We're gonna have a nice little dusty area where maybe we can put the ancient contraptions and possibly some very dusty ghosts. And maybe we should put our space science stuff kind of over here so it looks more modern. But I want to keep the building as the same building so that we don't really run into some of the problems we've been having. Yes. I mean, do I want to keep the same building? I know I just got rid of a whole building, but I know that wasn't very well laid out, and we could definitely get a little bit of a boost from having more space there. And if we kept it as a interconnected building, we can put a lot more in it. All right, let's see how this might work out. All right, so we would be expanding. Let's just say if we expanded this whole area, and then we're scooching all the way over here. And how far are our corners? These would be the corners of our museum. So if we did that, maybe? I feel a little silly for having literally just gotten rid of a gigantic building only to go ahead and try to get another one put back in place. But I feel like it was justified at the time. And okay, I don't want anything to collide with this entrance, for crying out loud. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on, hang on. And if I move these benches... Look, sometimes you just need to adjust to the floor plans a little bit by getting rid of the floor entirely. Maybe I should be playing more of, we have this new game that's like, the Palace of Mad King Ludwig, but it's like you draw it instead of actually run the palace from you putting down tiles. And it basically is a floor plan experimenter, and maybe I need to work more with that in order to make this make more sense. But I'm optimistic. Now we have a new hallway. We have a giant bulb. The galactic bulb that I want to actually move over here so that we can give some more space to some of our other exhibits. Let's also move this celestial cell over. And then maybe we'll potentially do an advertisement for people who really like space. We're losing money, a lot of money, which is always a painful experience, but I like the idea of having a couple galactic bulbs that will be able to share. Okay, and maybe we'll move this one over a little bit. We don't need to upgrade the camera booth right at this second. Thank you. That's true. And if we have these celestial bulbs, oh hey, and now we have the beautification bulb level 3. I'll have to remember that for later. All right. All right, so as usual, welcome back everyone. It's chaos, but let's see. I keep missing my space experts. The good news is we have repaired our helicopter. So let's actually try going back into space with our space expert, our only space expert we currently have, to see if we can get a few more batteries. We have at least one alien cat cafe currently going, and we also have a couple of our alternate yesterday fossils. Oh, that's a mouthful. That I actually really love. Let's put down some fossil decals and get the buzz bonuses on this like time corner that we're building. It's sort of like the lost in time corner. Let's see. So it wanted the prehistory decal, did it say? The footprint decal, maybe? That'd be kind of cool, actually. Oh dear. Well, okay, a dilemma is not very cool. We're gonna need to make sure that that's going to work out for our space explorer. As your team glides through the glimmering void, oh, I really wish I had more than one astronaut about now, it encounters an escape pod floating aimlessly through space. Scanners indicate several life forms on board. All right, let's help. Eager to assist, but reluctant to fall behind schedule, your team sends out an SOS distress call on the pod's behalf. Nice stuff. So that brings in high morale. I thought maybe helping by studying it more. Oh, another asteroid field would be a good idea, because I was worried that if we did study it and it turned out to be like a bunch of mono beast inside of a pod that people just sort of put in there, we were going to really regret that. So that's why I didn't take it on board, but now I'm doubting my choices. And let's get some of these fossil decals put in too, because that's going to give a buzz bonus to... Oh, my money. That's going to give a buzz bonus to these alternative yesterday fossils. We're also going to need to repair our now slightly busted up helicopter that probably is not rated to go into space. Ta-da! And we have another one of the galactic bulbs, which really... perhaps not exactly what I was looking for at this moment, but I did think it would be fun to have like a galactic bulb garden over here. It makes the guest feel like super relaxed and happy. So what we might do is move some of the places where they can sit and rest over, and we might go ahead, have another little bathroom over there when we can. Oh, and hey, horsehead statue. I will go ahead and put you over next to the cactuses. That feels thematic. Let's call a janitor to go ahead and fix our helicopter. And we got a little bit of a boost in cash from going and getting our our money up a little bit. That's always good. And our Pika lilies are dying. Oh dear. Okay. Pika lilies, please don't die. What if I put you over here, little Pika lilies? Are you going to go ahead and have a botanist? Is there an emergency botanist on hand? You know what? We're going to quickly sell those pristine Pika lilies for a very good price. Also because they were dying and I didn't want to see our plants die. But I'm sure that's gonna be fine now. All right. And so let's see. Now that we've kind of got this set up again, and a new water dragon has been born! Huzzah! Huzzah! We could do a bunch of the space exhibits, of course! People love spacey stuff. They love being able to feel like they're part of the little abduction, the little abduction interactive exhibit that we could create. So let's get some space ambiance in here. And let's see if we can really make people happy through crossing our fingers that we have got enough money for just a minute to make a close, no, my money. We were gonna make a close encounters exhibit really quickly, the interactive exhibits, because people really love learning about that. How is the, I keep advertising for a new space official and we keep missing that mark. Gosh darn it. All right. We're really clutching at some straws with this crew, I'm gonna be honest. Let's increase the coffee price a little bit, and let's actually bring the coffee kiosk inside so that people can go ahead and maybe they can like sip some coffee and have a little rest and feel kind of refreshed among our space flower garden. And let's see if we can get a tiny bathroom put in. Like one of our smaller bathroom units. I could fit that right over here if we expanded this just a little. Along the back, there we go. All right, see, you've just got to stay focused. Remember, cover the guest bladders. Make sure those are tinted too. Everybody's going to be so excited about the bathroom. And then let's make a little display area that people can have a good sit. They can rest. We might be able to get another space scientist in here as soon as I could get an applicant to hire. And I wonder what else we could move in. We have our bungle advertisement area, and let's take the total buzz is 35 because we're using this entire tour stand literally just to go towards a fossil helix when we've got galactic bulbs over here. No. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a really cool space tour that hopefully will have an actual like space person who can come and investigate this. Thank you very much. Any minute now, I'm sure. All right. Bean-brained coffee increases happiness and happy thoughts. Welcome, your local gamer girl. No, your local gamer girl. I want to hire you so badly so that we can go ahead and take care of this. We're gonna lose out on being able to have somebody actually help us because oh no. Okay, so let's go and we're going to have a fun space tour here. Hopefully we have some sort of somebody who can come and take care of these pieces. And we do have a spa point too that maybe we can just like put over next to the bathrooms as like an apology. If you need to wait in order to go ahead and use the facilities, please enjoy this extra spa point too. And can I hire I really want to hire this scientist before they go away, but the recruitment fee, I don't know if I'll make the recruitment fee. I'm down to selling palm trees out of desperation. What about my sea dragons? Ooh, what's this? Sponsorship? The Department of Culture shamelessly... Okay. I think the Borble tea machine decreases happiness and toilet comfort, but it gives us a lot... And there's also the bungled bin. Okay, fine. I don't want to give this tea out to our guest, but you know what? Maybe it's space tea. It's not meant for like human consumption, so it's just a misunderstanding. That's all. Hopefully the bathrooms won't get too clogged up, and we can even assign one of our janitorial staff members among the robots to maybe go in there and take care of things. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is definitely leaping ahead of us a little bit, and I still can't do that interactive exhibit. Have we paid off the other loan by chance? No. But there's a different loan we can get. Can't believe we just did that. All right, go. We still have your local gamer girl. Welcome. You are desperately needed as an astronaut. Okay, actually, maybe it'll be space cheese fan. Your local gamer girl even. Okay, that's kind of funny though. Welcome. You're desperately needed to go ahead and hopefully join some of our expeditions to figure out what is waiting for us out in space. Can I send? Neither of you have survival skills still. Fooey to the foo. E. But, all right, let's go out. I don't want helicopter damage with our timeline tracker. But you know what? If we have to have helicopter damage, we have to have helicopter damage. Go, 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 go! Let's get more of those exhibits in here. And then let's also get some more of the places that people can possibly sit and rest for a minute, hopefully enjoying our space bench to some degree, even though they're probably not going to be feeling very good, all considering everything else that they're going to be experiencing, what with the boreable tea and other nefarious choices we've had to make to balance out the efforts of trying to care for our ever-expanding science facility. Sometimes science demands the sacrifices of pretty much all of your comfort. And I'm very sorry about that, friends. All right, let's see. Can I get down? And we can get a couple of the education boards put in various places so that people can learn more while they're really having some major issues with the toilets. I'm so sorry. Oh, and let's hurry, and let's get one of those close encounters because people really love having that as one of the things they can work with. And there's a new water dragon, and our timeline tracker Sunshine Astra has leveled up. We're getting closer to being able to teach them how to go ahead and use their skills for good. We also really need some more triangles. We're not really getting more triangles, but we really need more triangles. However, maybe having at least some pristine space cells will help, and we know we have a backup battery, so if we need to, we can possibly sell one. All right, let's see. Is this where my... Yes, this is still where our triangle is. So you did an amazing job last time, timeline tracker. I hope that you can go ahead and bring back more goods and possibly a triangle so that we can activate these bulbs, because I think people will get very interested once we have a few more of the triangle pieces. Let's see what else we've got. We probably need an actual bin that will actually clean up after the guests so that things are a little less chaotic for them. And because we got rid of the cafeteria, let's at least get a morsel man down while we can. I do like the space bin. The space bin's very nice. And also actually functions. Oh, look, and there's one of our servos going ahead. It's Little Toaster. Hey, Little Toaster, you are the only one who can sweep up the sludge. But I do think that we're gonna need to have a new science area over here. And this is going to be the Space Garden is what we'll nickname it for now. And we're gonna need, I'm gonna assign Little Toaster to that area because they're, I mean, on the plus side, at least our robot janitors are going to be leveling up like very well if they just have to stand next to the bungled bin and just sweep it constantly. All right, go. Let's open this crate. Please be a triangle. And yes! It doesn't even need to be fancy, just decent enough to turn things on. And let's see. So we can put the triangle celestial cell there. We might have to temporarily turn off our space advert, but we'll get double the boost. Double the boost, which sounds pretty good to me about now, for turning on our space flowers. All right, let's put this one over here. There we go. And there they go. So just like that, the Cybergonia flowers have gone ahead and they have gotten quite a bit of a boost now that they can actually work. And if we get the wall display up, they'll have a big boost and increase their buzz, which would be quite lovely. And also really cool looking. And I think we can get a bunch of buzz boost on them if we had, oh, like the life stations, of course. I am a big sucker for those. Oh, and we're still losing money, but it feels like a little less of a painful loss than it was. But that could be because we took out a gigantic loan. And I need to put a recharging station for our robot in here if this is the only place that I'm going to be keeping it. Ah! But at least people are actually causing us to get a lot from the sponsorship of having them get this terrible, terrible, horrible tea, and also then turn around and use this bin. Believe it or not, every time somebody tries to recycle something in the bungle bin, it's like another $200. So ironically, we're creating our own trash to make our own treasure. And the close encounter, we all know that the close encounter interactive exhibit is going to be very popular and draw in quite the crowd. And hopefully, where should we put it? Maybe we'll put it over, over here for now? Or, oh, Barry, our guinea pig Barry just bit my toe. That's very distracting, Barry, but your point is taken. I suppose it is indeed time to consider actually, you know what? Let's move this over here so there's a little more space for everyone. There. All right, so we're gonna increase the buzz in our space garden by making sure that people have a good time when they're here. They get a little bit of extra experience. We're also going to yeet another one of our space experts out in the hopes that the experience they gain will be able to get high enough that we'll be able to send him to the moon and find something to activate the time portal, because somehow I decided that was the way we're gonna make money, even though upon reflection I'm like, wait a second, maybe we could do a little bit better than that. But for now, we'll work on selling sea monsters and sea dragons, hoping that our judgment clouder doesn't explode. I'm not even going to look at the moment. It's a little too much. It's a little too much to even think about looking. Go ahead. Look at our little water dragons. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. We're trying to get our way up to having a pristine specimen, but they're still just little guys right now, but that's fine because they're very cute and they should hopefully have lots of babies. And then all of this chaos combined, there might be, if not hope, at least really, okay, thank you. I appreciate, I actually, you know what? That's a decent return on investment. I'll take it. Oh dear. Oh, well, you know what they say about best laid plans, right? Yeah, everyone's running for cover because everything's blowing up. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.